Yes, more or less. I think maybe Pogi's a bit too much ahead of what we would have expected, and maybe yeah, because of I mean, we've already said it a few times with the time loss on the first stage. Maybe my advantage is quite small compared to what we expected with the time trial, of course. But it is how it is. I'm where I'm supposed to be, I guess. And for now, it's all good. I think the real GC battle will start from in 2 days on. So I think for the moment, all good. But of course, yeah, it was a bittersweet. No, it was a. Het was een zure. From the first stage. So yeah, like I said, it's how it is. We were not really awake, but I think after that we came up pretty well again. So I think it's all good for the moment.
How do you experience the Visma leadbike tactics? Is it good for you? Is it bad for you?
Honestly, no idea.
Voorspelbaar.
Yeah, I think they always want to race like this, of course. They have 4 very strong guys. For GC, more or less, or in the climbs. But what they did yesterday was kind of expectable, actually, with 2 guys in the breakaway. And with Victor being dropped back, I kind of knew that they wanted to go on this plateau. So, I mean, they always do their same tactics already for years, so it's not really surprising anymore.
Tim Merlier, in this tour, many riders broke their personal records, like minutes or 2 minutes or 5 minutes, 30 minutes. How is it with you guys? Also with some new Waarden records?
I think I broke my record with being in Timmy's wheel as long as possible on the stage in Châteauroux, so I'm happy with that record.
Tim?
No records for the moment. Maybe it will come later.
Sure. Remco, yes. In what way do you think you can profit of the rivalry between Visma and UAE team?
Well, actually, also no idea. I think at some point they will be attacking each other so much. Like we saw yesterday, it was Jorgensen, Koes. At some point they will be yeah, pretty cooked as well. If you see the tactics they had with Roglic and Jonas a few years ago, it's exactly the same what they're doing. But now Koes is way far behind in the GC, Simon Yates as well, if I'm not wrong. So, yeah. I mean, it's obvious that they want to go with the 2 of them. And the only thing is that if Jonas would go one time and he gets a counter from Pogi, we all know Pogi's attacks are really explosive. So if then he drops the wheel, their tactics have been for nothing. So yeah, I think the Pogi of 2022, if I'm not wrong, when he cracked, or 21, I don't remember the year, is not the same as now. I mean, I think Pogi is as strong as the 2 guys together. So they have to be careful with that, of course. And for me, yeah, I think I'm going to let them do their game. And for example, yesterday when I made my move, none of the 3 responded. It was somebody else that was coming to catch me. So I think that was already a good sign to see that it can work out like that. But of course now it's going to be different types of stages. But I think I'll have to take my moment if the legs are there and then see what is possible. But of course for us it's good that they focus on each other, the 2 teams, and not really on us. So.
Tim, is tomorrow a stage for you? Maybe sprinting, or is it too hard to do?
If it's in the first week, I say maybe yes, possible, but we are on the second week, and of course Van der Poel, Van Aert, and other riders will see opportunities in the stage like tomorrow. So of course it will be a hard one, but I think it will be difficult. But we give it a try, of course. We will see what the legs will say.
You're one of the best riders in the world.
Thank you.
But how do you feel?
Somebody positive, that's also nice.
How do you feel about being a part of the same generation as Vingegaard and Pogacar?
Yeah, that's, I mean, pretty, of course it's an honor to race against them. It's the winners of the last 5 Tour de France, so that's a big honor to be in the mix with them. I can learn a lot of them, of course, because for me the Tour de France is quite new with my second start only, so I just try my best, work very hard as I can to come as close as possible to them. But yeah, it's pretty strange. I mean, not strange, it's pretty crazy because, for example, when I turned pro, I was 19 and I was straight away pretty good. And they were a bit quiet in the beginning, and then they came up year by year, and now it's like they are on another level. So it's, I think they really took their time to come to this level. So yeah, it's just very nice to be in the mix with them. And like I said, I try to learn as much as possible. I'm only 25, so I still have a few years ahead of me to try and go for my career goals with the Tour and still the Giro. So. Yeah, of course it's very hard. I'm suffering to just try and stay with them, of course, but I think that's my career goal to at least come next to them, and for that it's good that I try to race as much as possible against them.
Remco, we all know that you missed a lot of your race this winter. Did you feel anything that some things were missing in the winter last week or the past 10 days?
I think it's pretty obvious that my last 200-300 meters are not the same as they were last year. Or, for example, if you remember my stage in Andorra, when I also jumped with 300 to go, I also yesterday I missed a bit of that last punch. So yeah, I mean, I don't know. I try to come in the best shape as possible. For the moment, everything is pretty okay. And we'll see how it goes in the mountains, of course. But I think that's the only thing that I've been missing a bit, is that really big punch, the really high watts or peak power. Of course, I'm never gonna have peak powers like Tim, even though I could beat him once in the in the UAE Tour in the intermediate sprint. But no, I mean it's. I think that's the biggest thing that I felt that I missed compared to Jonas and Tadej. Yeah, I mean the stage of Rouen was pretty clear. Mur de Bretagne as well. So yeah, we'll see how it goes. I hope that everybody's explosivity will drop down a bit in the coming 2 weeks. But yeah, also I think a few stages will not arrive on a sprint anymore into the next weeks. But maybe that's the only thing that I really feel that I'm missing at the moment.
Steven? Remco, you mentioned about Tadej, how much he's improved since a few years ago. How much do you feel you've improved or learned thanks to riding the Tour last year? Do you feel different, more confident? Are you more confident for the second half of the race, knowing what it's like?
Yeah, I think the experience of last year helps a lot. I think also after the first stage, maybe last year I would have panicked with losing 40 seconds. But now we were straight away focused on the next days, and we were all motivated to do better than the first stage, of course. So I think the experience helped me a lot to try to stay as calm as possible, because yeah, a lot can happen in the Tour. Crashes, bad days, whatever. So I think the experience really helps. But yeah, we'll have to see how it goes. I think this season was again a pretty special one for me with the winter. So we'll have to see day by day. But of course, for the moment, all is good. So I think, like you said, the experience and the confidence helps to stay calm and yeah, to try and take it day by day.
We'll do here, then come back.
Yeah, Remco, Vingegaard and Pogacar don't have press conferences today. They need time to recover. Are you just better at recovering, or would you rather like them to just not do this?
Maybe they have a better press officer.
Next question.
No. I mean, it's. I remember we did not do one before the Tour on Friday, and I think they did. So I mean, yeah, it's a balance, and also we have the birthday event of Safety Jogger. So that about Phil was a joke. So
Okay.
no, I think I mean, as long as it's not taking half of the day, I'm okay with it. So yeah, part of the job probably. Sorry, Phil.
You left with a climbing PT so far in your career. What are your chances for Friday, you think, against Pogacar and Vingegaard to not real climbing PT?
187. Abraham, yeah. No, I don't know. Of course, I did some when I was younger. We also do climbing tests. I mean, it's also a bit the same, 15-20 minutes all out. Now it's in a race. It's a proper mountain TT, so it's a bit different, I think, because let's say the time will be more or less the same as a normal TT, so between 25 and 30 minutes. So in terms of power, it will not change much. The only thing that will change is that the watts per kilo will have to be a bit higher, as it's not flat. So yeah, I think we have to make a good calculation of what I can push for 20 minutes. Also with what we've seen yesterday, for example. But yeah, I'm looking forward to it. It's something new, and it's always a nice discovery, I think. The only thing why it would have been good to do the Tour de Suisse was to have that mountain TT. But in terms of preparation, it was not really the important. So I think I will just do my best, try to go all out, and it's also different because there will be not much fatigue in the legs before we start the climb. So that's going to be a big difference compared to a Tour Malais stage, for example, or the Plateau de Bay of last year. So I think in terms of watts per kilo, I can try to be up there with them. But if it will be enough to win, that's difficult to say. I think a lot of guys have to make decisions material-wise as well. So do we, because we're still not sure yet what we will do with the bike. So yeah, it's going to be special, of course, and I can only do my best.
Tim, talking about this time trial, a lot of riders fear it. You have a great tour already, but do you fear it, and of course getting maybe out of time?
Well, of course, a lot of riders in the bunch are scared about it. Of course, yeah, everybody knows what these guys can push, so and then you calculate a bit in your head what you need to push. So yeah, it will be not an easy day, but I just can't do my best, and hopefully it's enough to be in time.
You're not saying to Remco?
No. I need to go for the win, of course. He is the best in it, so it's maybe a bit easier to calculate in the end what the time will be.
If we calculate what I do, we can calculate what Tim has to do. So
Exactly.
we can prepare a little bit, but
then we need to see.
But I'm not going to hold in to keep Tim in the limit. I have to go as fast as possible. So
of course.
Yes, Remco. This week, after this week's interview with the wife of Jonas Vingegaard, there's been a lot of focus on how a modern cyclist combines being a World Tour rider and also a normal person. You're married. How do you combine being a cyclist with family life?
well, I don't have kids yet, so that's a big difference, I think. Maybe it's better to ask Tim the question with the kid, of course. But I think for me, it's once I kind of know my program of the season, at home we really discuss it. We kind of prepare the whole year, more or less, with also a plan B in case of injuries or whatever. So then we kind of knew what periods we really have time to put cycling on the side and really enjoy the moments of holiday/life. And also we try to combine sometimes altitude camps with a visit or stuff like that. So yeah, I think, like I also mentioned already before, I think a strong point of mine is that I can really go on and off in terms of focus and relaxing. And I think that's something that really helps at home as well, to really keep the bike on the side sometimes, because in the end our career is only like maximum a quarter of our life, let's say, hopefully. So that means that we have way more of normal life behind it or after the career. So it's also important to keep the family happy, because of course they have to miss us a lot. They also have to make sacrifices in a different kind of way, but it's yeah, it's important to find that balance between 100% focus or 100% relaxing.
Daniel? Hi Remco. There's obviously always a lot of speculation about your future and where you're going to be in the next couple of years. What can you say about 2026, and can you guarantee that you'll be on Soudal Quick-Step for this year? Oh, sorry, for next year. Sorry.
26 is still far away. I mean, it's obvious I cannot comment on these things because, of course, there's speculations, and we have to keep everybody happy. And of course, there's a lot of things going on already for years, and I read a lot of things that are not true, unfortunately. So. I mean, I had a big discussion with Jürgen about this, because of course he's also worried, but we spoke about it and everything is cleared out, so that's the answer.
Tim, after your last sprint stage, you have now 150 points in the points classification. Is green somewhere, the green jersey somewhere, a goal for you for the next 2 weeks? Because after Milan, yeah, there are a bunch of riders with more or less the same points.
No, it's not a goal, definitely, but not a lot of opportunities anymore. So, and also Poggi is really good in the point classification. So, yeah. Also for the intermediate sprints, a lot of times I will not be there anymore to take some points. So I think no, it's not a goal anymore.
Thanks.
Tim, you are very happy of the help of Remco on the Sunday stage before the sprint. How can you help him in the Pyrenees the next day?
But first of all, he was helping, but I think he was also able to go alone there to the finish. He was so strong that day. So yeah, luckily he didn't do it. So otherwise I didn't get my second victory here. No, but of course where I can help, I think the days before we help him in the bunch also to protect him, that he was safely and didn't get a lot of pushes because the bunch is really nervous first 10 days. But and of course position-wise we will of course do everything to help them there out. But once the wheel climb starts. Sorry, but I don't not there anymore. That
one
you know.
last one in English, please.
That you know already before also.
Yeah, I have a question to both of you. When do you guys find a bike race most fun?
Today.
True.
No, I think when the
If
most
you win.
joy I had this week was actually like the Châteauroux stage when Tim won, because it was so nervous all day, and before you know, okay, things might go completely wrong with crashes or missing an echelon again. And we were so committed in the morning that Bert, Tim and I said, look, we will stick together in three the most of the time, as long as possible, and then we'll make the best of it. And I told them, if you need me to do a lead out, just tell me, whatever. And then when things work out well, you arrive at the finish line without a crash and you win. For me, it was the most joy of the week, even more than my own TT. So I think when you win after the finish line is the most enjoyable. During it's sometimes nowadays in the tour it's not really enjoyable anymore sometimes, but
It's true. Agree.